Let's talk about the money you borrow. It's a part of life for many of us, whether we're starting a business, buying a home, or just trying to make ends meet. But do we really understand the true cost of borrowing, car loans? The freedom of the open road, but at what price? Student loans, investing in your future, but potentially shackling yourself to debt for years to come. These loans help us achieve our dreams, but they come with a significant responsibility. Even that new phone. Seemingly small purchases can add up, especially when financed. Did you know the average South African with a personal loan can end up paying back almost double what they borrowed? It's a staggering figure, and it highlights the importance of understanding how interest works. The reality is often far more shocking than we realize. It's like buying a pizza and paying for the delivery guy's car. You're not just paying for the pizza itself, but also a hefty fee for the convenience of having it delivered, and a holiday for the owner. The interest you pay on a loan can feel like you're funding someone else's lavish lifestyle. That's the power of interest. It's a silent force that can dramatically increase the cost of borrowing. It compounds, growing quietly in the background, often without us even noticing the full extent of its impact. It's a subtle but powerful mechanism. Most of us just make the minimum payment, treating it like rent or a streaming subscription. We see it as a recurring expense but fail to grasp the long-term implications. But what if there was a simple trick to save thousands of rands and years of your life? Imagine what you could do with that extra money and time. A tiny change to your monthly habit, less than the cost of 2 coffees, could turn you from a passive payer into an active debt destroyer, taking control of your finances and actively working towards debt freedom. The longer you pay, the more the lender makes. It's a system designed to benefit them, not you, but you can finish this race early with more money in your pocket. Financial freedom is within reach. Sometimes, the journey to financial freedom starts with one small, deliberate step. A single decision to change your habits and take control of your financial future. So what's the secret to unlocking financial freedom? What's the magic formula that can transform your debt from a burden into a stepping stone? We're constantly bombarded with complex strategies and intricate investment plans, but sometimes, the most effective solutions are surprisingly simple. It's not a lottery ticket or a windfall. We're not talking about relying on chance or waiting for a stroke of luck to solve your financial woes. Those scenarios are rare and unpredictable. True financial empowerment comes from consistent, deliberate action. It's this: pay an extra 50 Rand on your loan every month. Yes, you heard that right, just 50 Rand. It might seem insignificant, but the power of this small act is truly remarkable. Sounds too simple, right? It's natural to be skeptical. We're often conditioned to believe that complex problems require complex solutions, but sometimes the most profound changes come from the simplest of actions. But that small amount, applied directly to your loan's principal, starts a chain reaction. It's like the first domino in a long line, setting off a cascade of positive effects that ripple through your entire loan. That extra 50 doesn't just vanish, it shrinks your debt at the core. It attacks the very foundation of your loan, reducing the amount you owe and paving the way for faster repayment. A smaller debt means less interest next month and the month after that. This creates a snowball effect, where the savings grow exponentially over time. Your monthly payment is split, some to interest, some to principal. Early on, most goes to interest. This is how banks make their money, by front-loading the interest payments. By adding 50 Rand, you're taking a shortcut. Every cent goes to the principal. You're bypassing the interest and directly reducing the amount you owe. This isn't about big windfalls, it's about small, sustainable action. It's about building a habit of financial responsibility and taking control of your debt, one 50 Rand note at a time. Even a tiny, consistent effort can lead to massive results over time. The power of compounding is truly astonishing, and this simple strategy harnesses that power to accelerate your debt repayment. The 50 Rand revolution is for everyone. You don't need a financial advisor, just discipline and a plan. A simple plan to consistently contribute that extra 50 Rand each month. Find that extra 50 Rand and put it to work. Start your journey towards financial freedom today. If it's so simple, why aren't we all doing it? Psychology plays a big role. We focus on the big loan amount, but the bank breaks it into manageable monthly payments. We get comfortable with the minimum, and banks make it easy to stick to that. They never encourage you to pay more because their profit comes from your long-term interest. Most of us never learned how loans really work. Terms like principal and interest sound intimidating. We trust the bank, sign the papers, and hope for the best. Life is expensive, and finding extra money feels tough. But the real trap is thinking a small sacrifice isn't worth it. We underestimate the power of small amounts and overvalue instant comfort. Our brains crave instant gratification, not long-term planning, but a small, consistent effort can break the cycle. To beat debt, you need to understand compound interest. It's the engine that drives debt, and mastering its principles is crucial for taking control of your financial future. Many people struggle with debt because they don't fully grasp how compound interest works against them. It's often referred to as the eighth wonder of the world. This isn't just hyperbole, it's a testament to its immense power, both for building wealth and accumulating debt. Understanding this power is the first step towards financial freedom. With a loan, you're not just paying interest on the original amount you borrowed, you're paying interest on your interest. This is the core of compound interest, and it's what makes debt so insidious. It's a cycle that can quickly spiral out of control if you're not careful. It's a snowball that grows against you, constantly accumulating more and more debt as time goes on. The longer you take to pay off your debt, the bigger the snowball becomes, and the harder it is to stop. Let's say you borrow 10,000 Rand. It seems manageable at first, right? But next month, you're not just paying interest on the original 10,000 Rand, you're paying interest on the original amount plus last month's interest. This is the compounding effect in action. Over time, your debt multiplies, seemingly without end. The interest charges accumulate, making it harder and harder to make progress. And to make matters worse, your payments barely dent the principal at first. A large portion of your early payments goes towards covering the interest charges, leaving only a small amount to reduce the actual debt. That's why, after a year of consistent payments, diligently paying each month, your balance seems virtually unchanged. It can be incredibly frustrating to see so little progress despite your efforts. The bank, or lender, gets its share first. They are the primary beneficiary of this system. Only a sliver of your payment actually goes to your actual debt. It's a disheartening realization, but it's important to understand. Making just the minimum payment is the slowest, most expensive way to pay off a loan. You'll end up paying significantly more in interest over the life of the loan, prolonging your debt and enriching the lender. The system is designed for the lender's benefit, ensuring their profitability and continued success. It's a business model that relies on borrowers paying interest over extended periods. But once you see how it works, once you understand the mechanics of compound interest and how it impacts your debt, you can flip the script. You can take control of your finances and start working towards a debt-free future. Understanding compound interest is your first step to escaping its grip. It's the key to unlocking financial freedom and building a secure future. The system isn't broken, it's functioning as it was intended to. It's working exactly as intended, generating profits for the lenders and financial institutions, but you can use that knowledge to your advantage. You can learn to play the game and win, start fighting back with small, extra payments. Even a little bit extra can make a big difference over time, accelerating your debt payoff and saving you money on interest. So how does an extra 50 Rand make a difference? When you pay extra, you can tell the bank to apply it all to the principal. That's a direct hit to your debt. No splitting, no dilution. Lower principal means less interest next month, and the cycle continues. At first, the savings are small, but they snowball over time. Each extra payment makes your regular payments more effective. You're no longer just along for the ride, you're steering. The earlier you start, the more powerful the effect. An extra 50 Rand in year 1 is worth far more than in year 20. Let's see the numbers. Take a 50,000 Rand loan at 15% over 5 years, your minimum payment is about 1,190 Rand. Stick to the minimum, and you'll pay back over 71,000 Rand, more than 40% extra in interest. But add just 50 Rand a month, and you'll finish 6 months early. Your total repayment drops to about 66,960 Rand. That's a saving of over 4,000 Rand just for skipping one takeaway meal a month. Small changes, big results. That's the power of consistency. You save money and time 6 months of your life, debt-free. Imagine what you could do with that extra cash and freedom. That's the impact of a tiny, steady effort. Meet Nomfundo. She needed a car for her new job and took a loan of 150,000 Rand at 12% over 6 years. Her payment, 2,920 Rand a month. She cut back on coffee and a streaming service, freeing up 150 Rand monthly. She added it to her car payment, making sure it went straight to the principal. At first the difference was small, but over time her balance shrank faster than her friends. She paid off her car in 63 months instead of 72, 9 months early. The savings, over 8,000 Rand in interest. All from a few small lifestyle tweaks. Nomfundo's story proves that small, consistent changes can transform your financial future. You don't need a windfall, just a plan and a bit of discipline. Every Rand counts. Your choices today shape your tomorrow. The lesson? Every Rand counts. Don't fall for all or nothing thinking. Small amounts matter. Compound interest is sensitive. Even tiny changes work in your favor over time. Think of your debt as a block of ice. A steady drip will eventually carve through. Consistency beats intensity. Apply this strategy to your highest interest debt first. When that's gone, roll your payment into the next debt. The debt snowball or avalanche method. Don't wait for a big raise or bonus to start. Look at your budget. Can you find 50 Rand, or even 20? Brew your own coffee, pack a lunch, cut back on data. Find that small amount and aim it at your debt. You have the power to change your financial story. Start with one small payment. The secret's out. It's simple, powerful, and available to anyone. Shift from passive debtor to active debt fighter. Take out your loan statement. Look at the numbers. Use an online calculator to see how much you could save with an extra payment. Seeing the savings in black and white can be the motivation you need. Talk about debt with friends and family, share strategies, learn together. Don't let debt define your future. You have the tools to rewrite your story. It starts with a small decision, a tiny change in your monthly habits. Reclaim your financial power. Debt-free living isn't a dream, it can be your reality. It all begins with one extra 50 Rand. What's your first step?